Confident, welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is where we rehash the big stories. This is Rehash, where we rehash the big stories of the past week. That was tongue twisting.
And there were a lot this week.
There were a lot. So let's start with Ken.
Well, a lot of my stories this week pertain to the Guam legislature. As you know, this was the last week for the 33rd Guam legislature. So they went to session. They had over 24 bills they discussed. I think, and they passed some on Friday. And one of the biggest ones they passed was the minimum wage measure. I think it was Bill 312. And this would raise the minimum wage by 95 cents to $9.20 on May 1st, 2017, and then 10.10 by 2018. It passed by a majority vote. Some people didn't vote for it. I know there were some issues with waiting for this study to happen. It heads to the governor's office, and I believe he has 10 days to act on it. If not, it does it. Unlike most laws, it would lapse. This one would actually die if it doesn't take action because it's the last bill, one of the last bills of the term. But also the legislature, there's also some issues with the Democrat majority. The leadership going into the 34th Guam legislature, Senator Frank Uggan Jr., he declined the majority leader position, citing discussions in the caucus about reducing the salaries for staffers. So there was a lot of controversy with that. We'll see if they'll resolve it for the new year. The inauguration is on January 2nd, so there's not much time to resolve it.
And new year, but same old problems, Isa, at the Department of Education.
All right, so I covered a lot of stories with DOE this week, but one that really stands out is Simon Sanchez High School. So I took a tour. It's been a while. I took a tour 2 years ago, but honestly it looks like the exact same things, if not worse. So there's flooding, broken windows. Some of the temporary rooms have been there for over 2 decades, and the floors just feel like they're going to sink down or crack when you're stepping on them. So really bad, but hopefully they're going to invest in some things, immediate concern soon. Until the rebuilding or repair of the school.
It's interesting to note, though, that with the Simon Sanchez story, they've also passed the bill for the procurement, Bill 411. So hopefully that helps with that.
Well, and if I can add to that, as a very proud alumni of Simon Sanchez High School, I could say a lot of the problems that they have now structurally and with the school persisted even when I was a senior there, and that was a long time ago. So that kind of like reinforces the problem. What we had online is we've actually got the Rehash 2016 special. Everybody's using the hashtag Rehash 2016, so we want you to go there, stream that. These fine young men and women, young.
Wait, because Jason didn't wake up for this episode. That's why you're not.
I was in the back doing the technical stuff, but you guys actually put together like a really good show. The countdown was fantastic, by the way. Very compelling. Yeah, and we want to see what you have to think about our countdown, about the stories that we put in and the specific ranks. We put the top 10 stories, and we want to see what you have to say. So you've got some time still. You know, it's going to be online forever. Make sure to go on Rehash 2016. Let us know what you thought.
And as for myself, this week was a really big week in court. We saw a verdict come down on former police officer Paul Santos. Superior Court jury actually ruled a verdict of guilty for raping a woman who was soliciting escort services on Craigslist. So he'll be sentenced next year. He has about 90 days. He'll be placed on house arrest. And you know, to end on a good note, resolutions quickly. Resolutions for 2017. Jason.
I already read a ton of books. I'm going to read even more.
That was my resolution.
Hey!
And do more yoga, do more yoga.
3 cheers for literacy.
I want to go to the beach more.
Okay, right? Because you live on that. Make more music, travel more, and complain less. So if you want to give us here at KUAM a news tip, you can email us at reporters@KUAM.com.
And hold us to those resolutions.